Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he?
To be
She
true
is.
king, we serve the king.
The girl can speak for her
Joffrey.
house.
Kuka lie se onko?
Joffrey is the one true king, your grace.
Mä en varma kuka se.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark.
Mä haluan miellyttää
A
tuota
house of
ämmäystä.
traitors.
Mä vaikka täynnä sieltä. There were our wardens. They're not traitors.
They are noble, not traitors, your grace.
Niin.
Oh, you northern girls tire me. Always quick to make your opinion known, with no thought or consideration for your
Ei
proper
kiinnosta,
place.
jos mä en
Lady Mira
tyydyttänyt
is
vastausta.
northern, your grace, and new to King's Landing and its politics. She speaks her mind, but means no offence, your grace.
Ai niin, jo piti vastaa päinvastoin.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord?
Tein
Roose
eri tavalla
Bolton?
nyt. He's the new warden. Roose Bolton, House of Starks.
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, your grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end.
Niin.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather...
To our mutual benefits.
To our mutual benefit, your grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another
There are
house
the
taken
limits,
into
your
its
grace.
hands.
I won't dishonor myself.
I won't dishonor myself, your grace.
I see.
What you see?
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her. Mä varma mistä se puhuu.
I won't judge her, your grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their
Näkee
own.
tykkää tästä tyypistä
If there's
yhtä.
a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Toi on vähän neutraali.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You're a girl from the north
see.
here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question.
To be true
Go on.
king.
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
Okei, se miellytti sitä.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she?
En mä oo varma. No,
The most
mä vastasin
dangerous
tuolla tavalla.
handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
She's headstrong, isn't she? Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl,
Oh,
but not very encouraging either.
nyt kunkun puolella pitää olla.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, your grace.
Meni aika huonosti. No, se oli mun yhteen replikkiin tyytyväinen. En tiedä, jos mä haluan valita jonkun muun, mutta olkoon.
I'll walk you out.
Tää on sellainen peli, että tässä ei vaihita näitä
This
vaihtoehtoja.
may come as a surprise, but I met your father
Tää on vähän niinku
once
elokuvan,
at the tourney at Lannisport.
jos vaihtoehdossa pysytään.
Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for
Perhe on
the family,
vaarassa.
even under the best of circumstances.
These are trying times, my lord. My family fears what might happen now that the Boltons rule the north.
They must still answer to the crown. You shouldn't forget that, nor should they. That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression.
Yeah, I don't
I,
like.
of course, found it all highly entertaining.
En tykännyt. Ei itse mähtänyt vastaan mitään.
No doubt Lady Marjorie will forgive you.
No
Eventually.
Ehkä se
My
vaikuta
sister and I
mihinkä.
have our differences.
Ehtinyt vastata.
She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the master of coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats.
I don't want to anger Kenza, but you are suggest.
Not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
Risk what? I'm
It
afraid
may
I
be far too
can't.
dangerous. In fact, forget
yes,
I
I
even
am.
suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion.
Yeah.
Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
Yes.
I'll consider it.
Onneksi tää on
Now, if
neutraali.
you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
Kuka on Sansa?
3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The
Good
mere
night.
thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Jahas. No se nyt meni tolla tavalla. Poliittiset asiat aina vaikeet. Ei täällä Suomessakaan oikein tunnu hoituvan millään tavalla. Mutta en puhuta siitä politiikasta. Tylsä aihe.
Mira, I was worried. How was it?
Not so good.
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
I know
But
this.
at least it's over now.
I hope.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his. Sarah, what? It's true.
Mm-hmm.
And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a
Put
paramour,
it back.
which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
Put it back.
We're
Now.
just having a bit of fun.
I don't like you fun.
That's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him.
Not to
And he's always
Jeffrey.
treated Lady Marjorie
Joffrey.
well.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Niin.
Well, I would marry him.
Vaikka
Imagine
mä
the power you would have as queen of the 7
muista
kingdoms.
koko hahmois.
I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Jaa, thanks.
Let's see, who else should we marry off?
Mikä ihmeen keskustelu
Brienne of
tää
Tarth
nyt on?
and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match!
Onko se kääpiö se Tyrjö vai?
Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Tyhmä keskustelu.
Well,
I try to move them back.
Sarah?
I tried to move them back, my lady.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.
Aha,
I'm just glad it's over.
no kiitos.